So good morning everyone, it is Mitchell aka The Walker in Orlando, and I thought today we'd do something kind of interesting for the third video of our trip here at Disney's Hilton Head. Is we're going to take you on a full resort tour of Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. This is what, as I was describing earlier, this is a Disney Vacation Club resort, so you can buy into this resort and make this a home DVC resort. So with that being said, there are a lot more options and things that they do offer here that they would not offer at a normal Disney resort. The difference also is this is not at a Disney like park resort area whatsoever. This is here in South Carolina, about 350 miles away from the Walt Disney World Resort, about 5.5 hours if you drive all the way through. Or if you're us, it takes about 7.5 because of all the stops we want to make. But I wanted to take you guys around and show you the entire resort. So if you guys are thinking of coming here, or just are curious what this resort looks like and what maybe it looks like outside of a Disney World resort or even like a Disney park resort, check it out. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, leave a like, and hang out with me as I walk around Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. So I'm going to try my best throughout the day to try to give you some waypoints. So right there was the sign. To get to the actual resort, you have to walk across this little bridge right here. It's actually a really gorgeous bridge and stuff like that. You can park your car here. That is allowed. They actually encourage it so you can get from place to place. But it's kind of interesting is this is pretty much the entire resort off to the left. And you can't really see it because Disney does a really good job of hiding things. And it's not like really hiding. They want you to feel separated from everyone else. So, but to get across, you have to come across via car or walkway. Plenty of walkways here. So if you guys want your laugh, is so the way I'm going to keep track where I am, because I've never been to this resort, you know, this is only our third day at this resort. I was going to do this yesterday, but ended up hanging out with family more and just relaxing. So we have a whole planned trip today, but that's going to be another video. But I have our little map of our room, of the resort. And what I found kind of interesting is this resort, well, doesn't start with building number 1. It starts with building 11. And all the buildings, say there's a first floor, but you're not technically on the first floor. You're actually up on like a floor, like a half floor or 3/4 floor. So that would be kind of weird. So that's kind of something to keep in mind. So there's only 2 levels to every one of these buildings. So now we come off the bridge right there. Yes, and I was talking a little bit. You come right here. These are the gates to come in and out. And like I said, the only way you're allowed to come in is you have to be a registered guest or you have to be checking in. And a lot of times the gate will open after 4 because that's when you should be checking in for the resort. And then I think at night it will close back down. So as long as you have a room key or you're telling them you're checking in, they will open the gate and let you come in and check in. But right across the way is there's a continuous shuttle service. Because this resort does not directly sit on a beach, kind of like Vero Beach, like Kayla has told me, you have to go to the Disney Beach House, which hopefully if I'm smart later on, I will add that in somewhere into the video, maybe even like after this clip, because we'll be heading over there today. So I want to show you guys that a little bit as well, or I'll show you a previous clip I had before. So, but they do have a shuttle that does run there from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I think it just started running just a few minutes ago. About 45 minutes ago, and it runs till 5 p.m. and it comes about every 20 minutes, and it's only one little shuttle, but you can drive as well. So one of the benefits of staying at Hilton Head is they have a private beach house that actually leads you right down to one of the beaches here, and also there's another pool up here. So we drove over here because it's about 1.5 miles away from Hilton Head. They also do have a bus, a shuttle that takes you to and from. Comes about every 20 minutes, kind of like normal Disney transportation at Disney World. So kind of a little overview of the beach house. So there's a pool right here, there's the bar's right here, there's actually a grill across the way. I'm not sure if the grill's open or not. Small pool, but then if you're looking for the beach access, you actually walk down there, and right there is where that little boardwalk was. Everything else, so of course then there's a designated smoking section right here on the corner. And so there is parking out here. There's parking underneath us right there. And we do have access to the beach the entire time, and there's no we have to worry about we have to be gone by a certain time. So once you come in through the gate right there, you come around the corner right here. And as you turn to the left, here is the Live Oak Lodge. And this is where the check-in, the registration, the lobby areas, that's where parking is. If you are staying in these 2 buildings, which these buildings only have studio rooms. So these are the smallest rooms they have here to offer. It offers a one queen size bed and 1 full size pull out couch. So that's what these rooms will be, but these will also have parking that goes actually underneath the building, as you can see right there. You can see covered parking entrance right there. And if you're looking to get to the lobby, you will go up these stairs, or there's an elevator in there that you can take up. But the other thing is, they have a pretty cool little sign that you can actually take a picture with Mickey and Shadow's doghouse. So this is a really good like photo opportunity because he holds the sign and everything. So I think even the thumbnail is going to have this as well. So either this or me standing in front of the sign. I have a couple designs, but let's head on up to the lobby area. So kind of give you a quick overall where we've come from. We came up from the bridge right there down to here, down to this like picnic area. There is the bus stop or the shuttle stop. So if you're curious where that is, I think there's a second one as well. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to see. But you can see this is where all the parking is. Like I said, we're standing up on the quote-unquote first floor. But as we turn, this is where the lobby entrance will be. This is where the lobby is, the check-in desk. It'll be good. Go in here. I'm not going to show you if there's anyone up here. I'll go off to the left because there's an area called Big Murgy's Den. So I'll show you that as well, show you the cool photo opportunity thing they have, and I'll show you kind of where the check-in desk is as well. It's pretty much as soon as you enter the door, right to the right. So just walked in, actually came around the corner right there. As I said, the check-in desk are right here, the Live Boat Lodge. Right there's the check-in area. Right here you have the magic photo spots that you actually are free with being at this resort. And so once you walk through these doors, then you come into Big Murgy's Den. And it's like kind of like a fishing, it's very heavily fishing based, kind of what the theming is. So you can see, then they got some little pictures of people here. Right there you can see it says, since 1941 a channel bass Big Murgy has fouled both in the waters of Broad Creek. Larger waters both young and old tell the bass never landed. So that's kind of the story behind it. And then just behind us is more. And they have a big pool table right here. A really nice pool table actually. A nice seating, like nice little area. So, you know, you can like supposed to be like a bar type thing almost. So it's pretty cool. So we kind of another view. We came in through those doors right here, went to the left. That's where Big Murgy's Den is. Then you come through these doors, and these actually take you to a couple of rooms right off the bat for the studios. You see some numbers right there. Right here. Honestly, these should not be the ones I would want to stay in. But then we'll go outside. Gonna walk out to the second level, and this will give you the view of I think it's Broad Creek or Broad Creek, which is a creek that runs right in the middle of Hilton Head Island. And so what's pretty cool is they have a lot of these things set up. They have a little swing set, like a swing bench that me and Kayla actually were sitting on earlier. A picnic table, more picnic tables here with a propane powered grill. And the hammock, a nice hammock. These hammocks are all over the place, and these are absolutely amazing little hammocks. So this is going to be building number 11. So this is actually right above the check-in area. And we're gonna go down these stairs, and I'll show you guys where the garage is. Just came down those stairs, and immediately to the right, you can see there is the parking garage area that you can actually go into. There is also a secondary entrance as well that you can actually enter and park your car under here. So kind of gives you an idea. There's not a whole lot of space and stuff like that. So, but like I said, these grills are everywhere. But this is kind of the view you get if you we're staying in building 11 and you want to come down here to the hammock or even that little swing. I think the building right here is going to be building number 12, I think. Listen, I have to keep track of this map to see what I've got. This is actually be building number 13. And so now you're coming into some of the game areas, and they do put the games and where everything they have in here. But they do have they have all the like games and stuff out, like the things you'd use. So like if you wanted to play horseshoes, they have the horseshoes out here. And what's pretty cool is they even have a list on how you play it. So you've never played it before, this is how you would play it. And so these are very well made, like, courts and stuff. So, but like I said, this is building 13, and that one right there is building 12. So this is the lobby 11, that's 12, this is 13. And I think all of these are just studio rooms. So that one queen bed with a full-size couch pull-out. So again, once again, give you an idea, 11, 12, you go up to these stairs that takes you right into Big Murgy's den and into the check-in registration area. And like I said, so everything, so first floor technically isn't on the first floor like that. It is like a half a floor or 3/4 floor up, and all these are going to be studios, and or I think these are 1 bedrooms because they only go up to a 2-bedroom villa here at Hilton Head Resort. So now what we're going to do is we're going to walk out this way and then go through the parking garage. Alright, so came down from the Live Oak Lodge because we used the bathroom. Like I said, this is building 12 right here. Again, these are just these studios. I think this is the only building that has just studio rooms. So what we are going to do now is we're going to walk this little walkway right here past where our room is. We're going to head towards the Broad Creek Mercantile, where the general store, the bike rental, community hall, exercise room, and swimming hole pool are. But I want to show you something really quick before we get there. So if you are going to be heading to the beach house parking, or like you're going to park at the beach house, they actually have a sign up here that they actually can change out based on if there is still parking available or not. And if there is no parking, more likely you will have to take the shuttle at that point. I guarantee you during the summer seasons or the high busy seasons, they will end up they'll have probably more shuttles running. Right now this is considered a low season because it is cooler, not as warm. So that is a big thing about it right now. So that sign's right there. There is also one in the parking garage area. So if you are leaving, it'll tell you if it's open or closed. But now what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk down this way. And we're gonna walk by the 2-bedroom villa rooms that I know for sure are 2-bedroom villas, because these are building 14 and 15. Because our room is 1412, which is the first level. And these are the biggest rooms they have to offer, and these rooms can have 1 king bed in 1 room with a giant jacuzzi and regular sized bathroom with a full-size pull-out couch, a twin pull-out single-seater, and then the second room has 2 queen-size beds with a full bathroom as well. So, like I said, this is the biggest room. It also has these porches right here, and then there's a secondary porch for the second room as well. So, like I said, this is the room we're staying in right now. Get a fantastic look over the marsh. What I do love is this little boardwalk we walk down. So, continue walking down this way and start looking at everything around the resort. There's a little waypoint. We walked past building 14, 15, the lobby and everything are over here, walk down this little pathway, and right now we're going to come up on in between building 17, 18, 16, 19, and 20. So this is going to be one of these center points. A lot of these buildings are designed around a center point thing, but everyone has something different. So if you're outside of building 18, they have this wonderful little butterfly garden with all sorts of butterflies. So I guess during the summertime, this is a really cool thing to come down and check out. But there's a bunch of butterflies. Right now I've just seen a couple of bees, which the bees are good for everyone. There is, and it looks like a lot of these rooms are the 2-bedroom, but I think these are 2 bedrooms as well. But I'm not 100% sure. I can't 100% tell you. But in the middle here, they have 2 horseshoes, like courts. There's another hammock right here, and there is another grill with some picnic tables. So it looks like these are also 2 bedrooms as well, based on the way that they're designed. So it looks like a lot of these are still 2 bedrooms, just not all of them have the secondary patio like what we have outside of our room. So that's maybe something, if you want the secondary patio, which is a little more private, maybe you can ask for that as well. But all the grills here are propane, so you don't have to have charcoal. There are charcoaled ones, but they do have the propane ones, which should be able to be used a little bit easier. So we're gonna continue up. I think what I'll do is, normally my route is to go that way. We may go that way, and actually no, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the left here. We're gonna go around this building, which I think this is building 20. And we're gonna continue off to the left. So keep it going this way. So I will tell you that this resort is not that big. It's actually a fairly small resort. It's actually probably one of the smallest Disney resorts I've ever seen. But it is very laid out, very spread out. So it is something to keep in mind, because there's a little bit of walking, but from our room, which is up by the lobby, to the Mercantile or Tide Me Over, which is the quick service, it's less than about a 5-minute walk. It's just getting there and back, and sometimes be a lot, but it's no big deal, honestly. So what I want to do is I want to pop out here just for a hot second to give you an idea of where we are at. So that if you are parking and you're staying in one of these rooms, these are where you will essentially park. So if you came down this walkway, you're gonna go past this building, which I cannot tell you which building it is. This is building 19. Keep going down that way. I think then it leads you down to 20, but then it leads you down to 14 and 15. If you continue all the way down, it leads you past 15 or 25, all the way down to that side. But these are all parking spaces that you can have for these. And so to give you kind of a waypoint, we walked from this way. So this is where we came in. This is where we were in the middle, where they had the butterfly garden and everything. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue up to this way, kind of towards 22 through 24. So we're gonna go into another like little Mod Podge of stuff. So right now we're in between building 22, 23, 20, I think, right here. No, this is 20 right here. So this is probably 21. But if you were into putting, or you wanna just play with some putters, they have a little green right here. They provide the putters and the golf balls as well. And again, it's just a putting green intended for putting only, refrain from chipping or any other use. And then of course, more hammocks. And then just on the other side of building 23, that is where the pool is. And that's where the Big Dipper pool will be. Big Dipper pool, Little Dipper pool, and the hot tub. So now, we're actually gonna go do is we're gonna go right where between 22 is right here, 24 is right here. Yes, I know I keep saying the numbers, but it's the only way I can remember where I'm at. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna go past the playground and to Pluto's Point. So between building 22 and 24, come up here. They have a little playground designated area that anyone from 5 to 12 can play on. As Kayla alluded to, there are no swings, so that kind of sucks. But then we're gonna come out here to Pluto's Point. And what's really, really nice is that they actually have, Pluto can actually come out here and meet. And he actually meets once a week right now. And yesterday we got to meet him, and it was one of the first times we've had like a true character interaction in a long, long time. But as we come out here, we're going to take a quick look, and there's some more of the rooms right there. So I think these marsh views are some of the best because you don't see much, you see over everything, and it's just really relaxing. So now we're going to continue on to the Broad Creek Mercantile area right now. So we just walked up that way to the playground and Pluto's Point. We're going to come around. So this is building 22. And now we're going to come through here past 23 and 24. We're going to head up to the Broad Creek Mercantile area. Now you see there's a lot of bike racks out here. You can rent a bike and you can rent just for one day or your entire trip. So a one-day rental is $27 and a full trip, the length of your trip is $37. So if you're interested where you need to go, so right here to the left is the pool. What I'll do is I'll go up to the tires and show you the pool up there. So this is kind of one of the entries into the pool. And then if you're looking for the Mercantile, the general store, just head on this way. And you'll just go up this walkway right here, take you right up there. So walking up this walkway, we come out here, and if you look out to the left, there is a wonderful little pier right here that takes you all the way down. And then a really cool thing, so right now at we're at the Broad Creek Mercantile area, is that this sign right here has all the different signs for like all the different resorts and everything. So at the very top they had the beach house, which is 1.5 miles away, Old Key West, Vero Beach, and all with mile markers. And the ones off to the left right there is going to be the Grand Floridian. And then Alani, the villas at Grand Floridian. So if you're curious, because this is a vacation club resort, so they're going to tell you where all of the designated vacation club resorts are at. But as you walk up here, you turn around, this is where you'll get the sign for the Broad Creek Mercantile, supplies snacks, cold drinks. The Mercantile, which is the mini shop, is right there, and I do have a whole video, I have a clip of that, and I'll hopefully be putting that in right now. And then you have Tide Me Over. So, and then if you're interested for anything that is happening from high tide to low tide, this will be right here, the information, and then anything that is happening today. So they have Mickey tie-dye this morning at 10:30. That was an extra cost. They have Disney Fiction down at the Big Dipper Pool. Character canvas paintings in the community hall. Disney Princess Trivia, Big Dipper Pool. Movies Under the Oaks, Pluto's Points. Might check that out. Not sure what they're playing tonight, but that'd be cool. And then they have something pretty cool. They have a Hilton Head Island tour tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And then the South End from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. on Friday. We walked up here. This is where the Mercantile, the Tide Me Over is. There are some restrooms right here, so if you need restrooms or you need to change. And then here is the community hall. This is where they'll do a lot of the sort of activities and stuff like that. Some of the activities are at community hall or at the rentals are ones that do cost extra, so you always have to be mindful about that. Those do cost a little extra. So like we want to do the Mickey wreath, we missed out on the Mickey wreath like activity, but it costs $27 for one wreath. So yes, you do spend a lot of money to be here, but then you spend a little bit more money outside of that as well. And then they have like stuff like old style dominoes, handbook for boys, Tom Sawyer Island. There's Donald Duck signs up there. So it's kind of a nice little area. And then once we go out here, we're going to immediately turn to the left. Actually, we're going to first look out. This is the Little Dipper Pool right here. This is for little ones who are just learning how to swim. It's only a foot deep. But then you turn right here. Here is the Big Dipper Pool. And this pool is heated so that when it does get cold, like it has been, it's a great spot. And then of course right around the corner is the hot tub. But then they do have a big slide right now too as well. So this is where they'll do a lot of like the trivia stuff or anything like fact or fiction or do you know your family. This will all take place right here. Alright, so to give you an idea, we were up here. This is where the community hall is. That's where the overlook was for the pool. This is where the Mercantile, right to the left, Tide Me Over is. And then walk down this way. Walk down these stairs, and this is where they have the rental. So this is where you can rent the boat, you can rent anything you might need. This is where you sign up for any of the activities and stuff down here. And this is where you pick up your bikes and then where you return the bikes afterwards and everything like that. And then what is pretty cool is they have a map of bike trails and how far away things are. So like right now, Disney's Beach House is only 1.4 miles away, so we are here, and it's just right down here, right along the Atlantic Ocean. Then there is all the different places all the way around. There is a honeyhorn plantation. This is where we are. There's a beach park over here, another creek park. There's the boathouse, and then there is supposed to be a lighthouse somewhere that we need to go check out as well. But this gives you an idea how far away everything is and then the different beach markers where everything is at. So beach house marker is number 80A. He said then this is where all the bikes and rentals and everything are. And then as you turn to the left, this is where they have the fire pit, and this is where they had campfire last night. So if you're on TikTok live last night with us, we were here at campfire. So but now what we're going to do is we're going to head out onto this pier. This pier takes you kind of out into the middle of the marsh. And I have shown this view a few times, but I wanted to show you guys again if you're just watching the entire resort tour of everything, just to show you how far out this does go. What is pretty nice is as you come down here, this little like pier leads out to this little covered area, and there is a bench out here, like a seating area. So if you wanted to sit out here, you can. And so what we're coming up right now is we're actually coming up to Broad Creek, which is like I said, the creek that runs right in the middle of the island. And if you look off to the left-hand side this way, where that bridge kind of is over that way. That takes you right out to the Atlantic Ocean, because the Atlantic Ocean is on the other side of where the resort is here. And so we're just gonna continue walking out here to show you what's out here. Like I said, there is a seating area right here. There is also, you can see all the water. Right now it is starting to become high tide. So the water is starting to leave. Yes, last night when we came out here, the water was it was far up on the grassy area right there. But you can rent kayaks and you can kayak through this area. If it had been a little bit warmer, maybe earlier in the week when we first got here, we would have done that for sure. But it was very cold the first couple days, and today's actually the best day we have so far. But as you turn around behind us, this is the entire resort. It gives you give you an idea where everything is. If you look right down there, you see this little point right here. That is the point we first started at. That's right behind the lobby, behind the Big Murgy's den. Goes up and around. There goes the marsh, kind of to where our apartment is, or our room is. Then right here is the Mercantile, the Tide Me Over. And then if you continue off to the right, around the corner is where the end of the resort is. So as I said, the resort is not huge, but it is pretty impressive, like how well it's hidden along everything. Plus also the marina that they have that takes you out to the ocean is in this area. So we'll show you that as well. So if you want a quick idea of how long it has taken me to walk from the lobby area all the way through those buildings, show you all the little stuff in the middle, to this pier, including the Mercantile, it's been about 30 minutes. Now this is also me showing a very detailed look at everything, but again, it shows you this resort's not that big. And I think once I go that way to the right, so when you go past the Mercantile to the right, I think the end of the resort is just right there. So I don't think it's a much longer walk. But I wanted to show you a little bit of everything as possible, just so you get an idea. So if wherever you are staying, if you stay here, kind of gives you an idea where everything is. And I will just say, this area is in the middle of the resort. If you are staying at building 11, 12, and 13, you're probably looking at a 5 to 8 minute walk. Everything else, I think you're only looking at a 5-minute walk to and from everything. So we're gonna head to the right hand side, kind of like where we came down these stairs for the bike rental is. There's the pool right there. We're gonna head to the right, head past building 27 to more of the higher numbered buildings now as well. Also make sure you take a look at all the little vintage little signs, because these are all fake signs, but they're really cool because it adds theming into this little area. So now we're gonna come up in between building 27, I want to say 28, 26, 27, I'm pretty sure 28, 29, possibly 30. And this little area we're going to come down into has more bike racks. And if you're staying in one of these, look for these signs. Well, actually, we walked. So this is the way we just walked from the Broad Creek Mercantile and the pool. This is where 27, 28, 26, and 29 are probably located. Also, if you need a luggage cart, these are the luggage carts. Very, very interesting little carts. I think it's great, but I think it's also really funny. So, turn to the left, in between all of these buildings, look at what they have to offer for them. So here, another propane grill, seating area. I don't know what this is called, giant checkers, which that's actually really cool. Another hammock, because of course, why not? Another hammock there, because of course, why not? This is a bocce ball. So see, yeah, so right here is a bocce ball court. Once again. And if you don't know how to play, it's here. And then here's all supplies on a really nice, actually turf. So it's really, really, really good. I think these are all more, I think any of these buildings that have the 1 bedroom like that or the window like that, these are 2 bedrooms. Anything that is single like this are 1 bedroom villas. And as we walk on back, I'll see if I can try to get an idea what the price point is, especially for when we're here, and maybe looking at summertime to give you an idea what summertime prices can be. Alright, so this is a little area between building 29 and 31. Looks like this has another little quiet area. This looks like it's another little quiet area. Another little swing set right there, looking at a bench swing. Some more hammocks. This is actually probably the most, this is probably really nice right here because of how quiet it is. So, and then if you come up here past 31, I think we've officially reached the end of the resort. And this is us kind of showing you where everything was. What I'll do then is I'm going to continue walking around the front of the resort, show you kind of what building is where in relations to the parking lots that they have. So right out here, and it does look like there is a secondary shuttle stop. So let's double check that it is a shuttle. But if you're staying in one of these rooms, you're way less than 5 minutes to the Mercantile, to the pool and everything. So it gives you an idea how little or how small this resort actually is. And so, yep, so we're right here, here's some more parking, and these will be for the 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 buildings. What's funny is they do not call these rooms, they call them cottages, which really kind of goes well with the theming. So, like I said, so now we walked from up there. This is like the little turnaround. This takes you to 31, 30. Keep coming around to the left right here. It'll kind of tell you which cottages are like in this area. So this is like that cluster 26 through 30, 31. These are the rooms that are right next to the Mercantile, to the pool, and everything. And then if you look off to the right, this is where the Marina is. Considering you can actually see it already because you've got boats coming in right here. That's where they can dock things. So if you want to go on any excursions, this is actually a good spot where you can actually head out to and look at everything. And so if you park in this area, this is the area you'll park for cottages 28 and 29. And so the way I'm looking at it, it looks like these rooms that have just a single, like there's no long walkway in between, more than likely are going to be one bedroom suites, but they're all designed differently. So I would say really anything is up in the air about this. I think these studios though are only up in building 11 and 12 up by the front. So they're not very many studios, but there are a lot of one bedrooms and a lot of two bedroom suites here. So they're really going to push that you stay in one of those, have a lot of people, really do a lot of cooking because they offer a very good size kitchen. Hopefully if you saw my video on our first day, you saw that. I'm kind of hoping if I'm smart, I'll put that video back in here again a second time to show you guys what a 2-bedroom villa looks like. So just a little waypoint, we came up and around those buildings. That was the cluster of like 26 through 31. We came up here, this was cottage 28, 29. Come up to this one, we're up to 21. So the pool, Mercantile, everything are up this walkway. So if you were parked in these sections right here, this is where you will be in front of 20, 21, and then I think this is 18. I want to say this one's 18. This is like where that walkway takes, this is where it takes you. And then again, what's really nice is these luggage carts do sit out pretty far. So they are a lot. And honestly, probably from end to end, it's less than a half a mile of walking to go from one place to the other. So yeah, so this is building 19, not 18. So if you are in 19 and this is where you parked, you're really right next to your room. You don't have to go too far. Kind of like us, we have a really good spot. Only thing we complain about is we wish there was more parking down the way, but we'll take what we can get out of it. I mean, can't really complain too much about our rooms. They are gorgeous. So I was looking at pricing. If you want to come to Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort, kind of did it in 2 times. I kind of did it in very peak, middle of summertime. I could not find a deluxe or a single bedroom villa room rate. Those look like those had gone very fast. But if you want to come in the middle of July, you're looking at about $700+ a night. And so now again, if you get enough people and you split that up, like between 6 to 7 people, you could average about less than $100 a night. But we got a really good deal on ours, so we didn't really want to mess with it, considering now knowing what the actual prices were. So, and then if you come in September, you're looking at about $450 a night as well. And Now I am curious if I can maybe go in and look at November pricing as well, because I'm curious how good of a price we got on this room, because it looked like we got a stinking good price. So a little more waypoint, we came up and around the corner right here. This is where building 19 is. We were down that way. There's another hammock kind of on the road. I wouldn't hang out on this one, honestly. More bikes, there's more hammocks there. It's like that hammocks between the buildings 16, 17, 18, and 19. But behind building 16, or in front of, they got a small basketball court. Like a single, like not even a full-size half court. But they do provide you with the basketballs. So if you want to shoot hoops, you could. And what's pretty nice is, even though there is a parking lot right behind it, so if you're in these parking spots and you're in building 16, you're right in the good spot. There is a small net behind it, so just in case you do miss, probably like I would, you would miss it horribly. So continuing on down this path, we're going past building 16, we're up to building 15, so this is the building that's right next to us. More luggage carts right here. So if you're parking in these, this would take you to building 15 and for 14, because there is no parking down there. Now we could park a little bit farther away, but we don't understand why we need to park far away. So this is where that's all at and everything. More bike racks over here as well. Now if you are in building 14, it's a little more of a nuisance to get into. Just because the road is right here, and we parked fairly close. The only thing that we do kind of have one little, if we can have anything that could be fixed out of this entire thing, is we want more parking down this way, and a good chance we want to get rid of these two electric charging stations and maybe put them towards the lobby area. But it gives you an idea, our room is right there and the lobby is up and around the corner, and there's the bridge we walked in when we first started the walking tour here of the resort. Now the other thing is that to get to the Mercantile, we have to go out. We love it if there's a little walkway right here that we could come down and walk right out onto the little boardwalk that takes you out there. But I think then this is the Cassimber area as well. So yes, if you are driving to the beach house and you didn't check or don't know if they have parking available at the beach house, you come down this little walkway right here along this gorgeous little route. There is a whole little parking spot as well over here. You can see there is, the shuttle is now picking up for the beach house right now. But if you are interested, if you're taking a drive and you're like, oh, I didn't check, you can drive up here. And this will tell you if the beach house parking is open. So we've essentially now done this entire walkway. Took about 45 minutes to look at everything, show you guys everything, show you all the little things they had to offer. Shown you as much as I can think of. Hopefully, if I'm smart, I will get you a beach house tour and our room tour. Before we go, I kind of want to do one more check on pricing for this resort. So a little fair warning when it comes to Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. I think the one thing that we got really lucky with is our pricing, but also the availability of these rooms, because it looks like that these rooms they go very fast. Talking to the cast member who checked us in on Sunday night, they said that it's really hard sometimes to get into this resort, and so that's a big thing that we were lucky to get into. Not only that, we got it from Sunday to Thursday, and we could even extended our stay till Friday, but we are saving money because we're doing something very special at the end of January, which I will announce fully about a little bit later. But so kind of keep in mind of that. If you're a vacation club member, you can book this resort, but it may be hard to also book as well, just because of how limited space. I think they said there's only a couple hundred rooms here, and so there's not very many rooms to begin with. So cause I looked in November and I looked pretty much our exact dates that we're staying right now in 1 year. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Now again, that also might be people booked it out. You can't book that far yet. They're not open those dates yet, because September was $424 a night. July was $722 a night, and those were only for the 2-bedroom villas. So I think doing a 2-bedroom villa, if you have a lot of people and it's about $600 a night, I don't think it's too bad. Now if you can get it to $400, where it's only $50 a night per person, it's not too bad either. So So I think our entire trip costs less than $800 for our entire time here, based on the deal we were able to get. Now we think that may have been a COVID pandemic related, because this resort has only been open for a little bit since the closure. So that might be a big reason why as well. So we don't know what it looks like afterwards, but I do really like this resort. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Something I do want to quickly mention is that Building 11 and Building 12, the two that are behind me, are the only rooms that have disability access with the case of an elevator. These are the only rooms that have those. And I think even 12 doesn't have a full elevator. I think you can take the elevator up to that first level past Big Marquis Den sign and like over there. But this is the only building that has an elevator. So just something to keep in mind about. If you do have trouble walking and stuff, this may be the only spot you can be, and rooms may not even be that readily available. So just keep that in mind. But hopefully you guys enjoyed our entire walking tour here at Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort. If you have any more questions about the resort, you can leave them in the comments down below, leave them in my community tab. I will answer this as quickly as possible, answer anything else you guys might have about the resort, anything else. But with all that being said, as we do head out from a full walking tour of Disney's Hilton Head Island Resort, we will see y'all next time.